Okay, people, I have finished Toll the Hounds, the largest book of the 10 core books of Malazan Book of the Fallen, and I'm ready to talk about it. It only took me 9 weeks to get through it. Welcome to Fantasy for the Ages, the show where father and son talk about fantasy, science fiction, and other nerdy things that we enjoy. Today, just Jim here, a book blast episode, my reaction, Spoiler-Lite, to Toll the Hounds, the 8th book of Stephen Erickson's Malazan Book of the Fallen. If you enjoy this, don't forget to hit the like episode and subscribe to our channel, please. We so appreciate people subscribing. Wow, this book, what a novel. Now, let me be clear. This book was going to take a long time to read, no matter what. I mean, it covers many different plot lines and characters. It brings together many different elements from throughout the previous books. And it is the longest of the Malazan books by far. That said, it did not need to take 9 weeks. Jim, what is wrong with you? That's on me. I have a busy life. And being a content creator, so much of my time goes into filming new episodes, writing new episodes, editing the frickin' episodes to bring them out to you. Plus, I read 3 different books at the same time at any given time. Kindle, which is how I was reading this Malazan book, but also audiobooks and books in physical format. They all get some love, which slows down how quickly I get through any of them. And then there's the fact that I enjoy my vino. My wife is like, dude, really? You're still drinking tonight? So that may slow down my reading on occasion, but not my recording for you today. So I've got to say, Toll the Hounds, by far my favorite Malazan book to this point. It had so many story elements that either moved forward significantly or actually came to closure. But beyond that, it was just beautifully written. I'm not one who notices the style of the prose very often, to be honest, but this stuff, every time I spent moments in it, it was just delightful. Now, that doesn't mean to say I was in love with every aspect of the book. My least favorite storyline, for example, was what was related to Clip and Namander and the other children of Animander Rake. I thought the conclusion of this storyline was great, but along the way, working your way through it, I'm like, move it along, people. Aramantha? Okay, I knew something was going on there, and I was very satisfied with how that played out. But along the way again. Oh, and that Kellic stuff? Icky! I didn't need that. Now, what left me the most satisfied from Toll the Hounds? Well, that's the resolution of the Mother Dark scenario. If you've read this, you know what I mean. And if you haven't read it, I'm not telling you. Spoiler-Lite, people. But that was moving. And whoa. What left me the most puzzled from this book? Well, that would be Traveler's status at the end. We all know who Traveler is now. I had figured that out way before because I read Ian C. Esselmont's books as well. So, okay, I know who Traveler is. I figured it out. But it's blatantly laid out in this book, of course. We see what he does. We see how he reacts. And I'm like, I'm not quite sure what happened there at the end in his head. Why has he responded the way he has? Why is he doing what he's doing now? I don't know. I'm pretty sure more is to come to clarify this issue. Oh, and what was happening between the Hounds of Shadow and the Hounds of Light? I don't quite understand all of that. Again, I'm hoping this will become clearer in books 9 and 10. Now, Shadow Throne, Cotillion, They were clear players in this book, but mostly behind the scenes, manipulating what was happening. What the heck are they up to? Hmm. And then Char. I'm really hopeful something positive will come from him laying up in the house of the Azoth, Azoth. Oh, wow, it's not my notes, but that house, you know what I'm talking about. He's not going to die while sitting there, but there's stuff going on in his brain now. And we already had clearly said by Lady Spite, it's just some misconnections. This could be fixed really easy, and we know some of that fixing is happening in his head right now. What will be the result? I'm really curious. One of my earlier favorite characters from reading Malazan Book of the Fallen was Croup. You look way back, people asking me, "What are you thinking?" I'm like, "Croup, man, he's awesome." Okay, that hasn't changed. I still want more explanation on how he knows things, what his special abilities are, but he's still great. But there's still so much we do not know about this dude. Oh, and who the heck was Hood? Really? It was written like we would know him, recognizing he's missing a couple of fingers, and I'm like, I got nothing. I don't recognize this guy. But clearly there's some earlier actions that are supposed to play here, and I'm missing it. I'm probably going to have to look it up. But feel free, hey, in the comment box, if this is not book 9 and 10 information, if this is stuff I should have caught before, spoil it, people. Put it down in the comments. Tell me what I didn't miss. Who is Hood? Who should I have recognized him as? Give me the information, and I'll be happy to read it. Let's talk about Karsa Orlong. What a character. And Karsa Orlong, Samar Dev, will you just get on with it and do it already? We all know it's coming. It's so blatantly played out there. Come on. Speaking of Karsa, though, what a growth journey. When we met him way back in book 3, that arrogant, naive warrior, he's nothing like that anymore. Oh, he's still got arrogance. He's still very confident, but he has grown so far. I think, honestly, he looks back at who he was with disdain. He has a much more mature perspective on the world, and it's still something pretty impressive. He's a great character. He is deep. Hey, it was really nice in this book to see Whiskey Jack again. I'm not shocked. I'm more satisfied that we can finally see him. I mean, he picked a different name, but we all know that was Whiskey Jack. But it got me thinking, where is his sister? We had that books ago. And nothing yet. You know that's got to come back. If not, Steven Erikson, what the heck are you doing? Are there other books later we're going to have to go to for that? Where is his sister? Yeah, there were a lot of plot lines that converged in this book, but obviously not all of them. There is so much more for us to discover. Speaking of random plot lines, I was more than thrilled to see Dweeker, the Malazan historian, here in this book, but how? Could you explain how that occurred? I know it was supposed to be possible because of what he was given back into House Gates, but he rejected it. He was crucified. He died with everyone else. How is he now here, still alive with the Malazan contingent? That has not been explained, and I want answers, people. And Fisher Keltoth. Oh boy. There's some backstory for this historian, this writer, this, what's the word I want? Musician, performer, storyteller. Oh my goodness. Will we ever get his story? I doubt it. But I want it. Bard. That's the word I wanted. Fisher Keltoth, bard to all. Okay. That's all I got for today. Again, it's just a book blast, Spoiler-Lite. I don't know if I'll do a deeper, full review because this sucker's intimidating, but I enjoyed the book thoroughly. And if you have thoughts on anything that I've shared today, Go on, spew them out into the comments. I will look forward to reading them and I will respond. What a great book. So much to ponder. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.